What is going on, guys? Custom RC Mods here. Today we're going to be doing a little speed test with an onboard camera on the FT Bloody Baron. And this might sound crazy, stupid, whatever to you, but hopefully it will turn out really awesome in the end. So let's go ahead and get this stuff mounted. First I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bloody Baron and why it's the optimal plane for this. And first off, that's just because it's a really fast plane. I've clocked this thing at 71 miles per hour on a half-dead 4-cell battery. It's really fast, so I'm really surprised and ready to see what happens on the normal fully charged for us. So yeah, it's a really great plane, 2 sheets of foam, and it's technically a 3-channel plane because you have ailerons, elevator, and motor. No rudder on this thing. Super fast, very snappy and responsive, yet it's also very inexpensive to build. You guys know, if you have built a flight test plane before, what it's like, but this thing is definitely a must build if you're into speed and performance. So basically this is an optimal plane because you can kind of mount it in right here. It's a little bit big, so I have a knife so I can trim some away. And yeah, so the camera right here, obviously I'm not going to use my full-on GoPro that you see a lot on this channel. This one is a 4K DB power action camera that I got on Amazon for 30 bucks. Link will be in the description below. So yeah, it's really not too bad of a deal here. I have had some minor issues with it. It does have a screen on the back, but the one thing about this thing is that, of course, it was only 30 bucks, so if it really does crash and destroy itself, I'm not going to be heartbroken. Rather, if it was my actual GoPro, which is really only worth about 50 bucks these days because a Hero 3 Plus, it still would mean more to me than this thing would. So basically the idea behind this is, like I said, we're going to go ahead and mount this on here. I've got some electrical tape and some aluminum tape and some duct tape, and we're going to go ahead and seal this down here as good as we can. And then the battery's going to go behind it because normally the battery goes right here, but because of CG and the extra added weight, we're going to have to adjust that. I've got a knife right here that we're just going to go ahead and trim some off. Just so that we can go ahead and get this width of the camera all figured out. I kind of got a rough estimate of what a size it was going to be. We're just kind of shaving it all out. And like, that's still just barely not enough. So let's do it again. Alright, so now let's see if the camera fits. I'm going to mount it upside down so to get the most lens clearance from the body of the actual plane itself. It looks good just like that, so hopefully it'll all fit in and work properly when it's flying. But we're going to go ahead and just put over this rubber band for now, just to kind of get the idea. We want the CG right on these 2 little holes right here, so as you can see, it's kind of there. Actually, it's a little bit farther back. It's kind of there, but we need some more tail weight now because the battery, of course, usually goes up here, but the GoPro's weight is on there. So let's go ahead and mount the battery back here. I don't have any Velcro, so I just have an excess of rubber bands that are going to go around it, hopefully. It's going to go something like that. Let's go ahead and tidy that up. Just put some around the end so it doesn't fly out, because this thing is going to be going super fast. I'm going to put some extra tape on it, and then we will be good to go and head out to the field. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the camera situation all figured out. It's not optimal by any means, but I'm shaking it all over the place. Nothing is budging. I decided to go ahead and put a piece of aluminum tape over the battery, which is probably going to be the best situation, just so it's all nice and concealed in there, and then duct tape over the actual camera because we can get a strip of it, and it covered up the shutter button and the light, which is totally fine with me as long as it doesn't fly out. And we'll see how this thing works. So let's go ahead and run over to the field and check it out. Alright, so you can see we've got some winds here. I've got the plane, made it right on out. We've got the transmitter of the plane on. So hopefully there's not too many vibrations so we can get some good footage out of the camera. Everything else works out. We got the elevator, ailerons. I think we're good to go. Let's make sure this camera's recording because that's kind of the crucial point here. So looks like we are counting up, and there's only one thing left to do, and that's check the CG. So there's a lot of wind out today, but hopefully we can get it kind of working. Seems like the CG is spot on. Might be a little bit tail heavy. This plane likes to fly nose heavy. So yeah, we're gonna just find out. I forgot sunglasses. We got some breeze coming from the west. So yeah, here we go. Definitely still flies. Definitely still flies. All right. Well, that's a relief that it's up, because we have a camera on the line here, and it's not really that much fun to lose these things and have them smash into a million pieces. So this is great. I'm so happy that this thing, like I said, made it up. That was probably the worst fear of mine, that this thing would be too tail heavy or something like that, but we're all good to go. So looks like we're flying nice and beautiful. Let's do a downwind pass here. I'm gonna go downwind, upwind a little bit, right into the sun. I wish I could radar this right now, but obviously I'm only one person, and yeah. But I'm pretty sure we're in the 80s right now, just with all the wind and with a fully charged 4S battery. So it's a good time. Got some circles in. Oh no! Pull out at the last second. All right, we're good. All right, downwind low. This is awesome. All right, bringing it right around town, high and far, and pulling out of it and gliding down to earth right past my ear. This thing is pretty jerky of a plane. I got some high rates on it, so it's a little bit hard to fly, especially in the wind, but that's the reason that it's not so smooth. Trying to keep it nice and smooth. Usually this plane I do a bunch of barrel rolls like that, but trying to keep it so you guys watching through the onboard camera are getting the best results possible in terms of recording. All right, let's see if we can do a little approach and see if we got all the components and it's still recording. I'm going around there. That's a little bit too dangerous. We got one shot at this theoretically because the camera could smash into the ground. That's the lowest point on this plane, is the camera's body, so hopefully it's okay. Oh, let's go around. I'm gonna go directly into the wind, which is at my back currently, so hopefully we get some good luck with this. I'm gonna try to stall at the very last second and just plop it right down. That will do. That will do. All right, so let's check if it's still recording. I hope it is. I pray it is, because that was a pretty crazy flight that I really wish we got on video. And it is perfect. Now we're not. Start recording again and do it all over again. All right. It is a little bit tail heavy, I can feel that for sure, but it's thankfully not that bad. So if I would have to do it again, I'd either put some weight in the nose or just move the whole assembly forward about an inch or so. Oh, that was close. I almost lost orientation there. Gained it back just in time. Almost would have had a fatality for sure. That was scary. Let's keep it a little bit higher from now on, or not. Yeah, those things happen, and you just kind of start flying in your subconscious, and then it just, you know, all goes downhill from there. So we're gonna try to not let that happen anymore. But you never know. I did that with one of my onboard FT Scout videos once, and that was pretty scary. All right, bringing it down. Perfect, perfect. All right, so that about wraps things up. I'm sorry if there's a bunch of I'm gonna walk backwards so it doesn't go directly in the mic. All right, so that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments down below if there's anything I can do better. Leave a like, subscribe, and suggest another video to do next time with this camera. I'll see you guys later.